Yo, 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 what's going on, my Panther natives? We have had a lot of things happen this week. Sorry to get the podcast out a little late, but this is just to get you to a little, to whet your appetite a little bit. But there has been a lot of stuff going on last week. We'll review the Eagles game and the upcoming game later on today. And yeah, this is the Panthers podcast.
Y'all know what time it is. Why? I like to introduce the song. Bow, ha, and present to many. Carolina, Panthers. Let go. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go on, let us in, so we can get the kids on and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black.
All right, so I really had to calm down because of the Eagles game. The Eagles game was a disgrace, and now all my optimism and everything has gone out the window. I get it. This team can get back on track this week against Minnesota, and they very well might. But that game was something that cannot happen. Let's just break down everything. So let's just start with the quarterback. This quarterback that is supposed to be so much better. Started off the first 3 games pretty damn good. But if we're going to praise him, then then we also need to critique him. Like, a lot of people are talking about the pressure. And yes, everybody knows that our offense line is terrible. But by the way, they need to keep Brady Christensen in and take out Cam Irvin and all those other washed up players, because he did a way better job than Pat Elflein and Cam Irvin have been doing of late. Now, a lot of people are trying to say about the pressures and everything. Go back and look at those plays. Those interception plays did not come off of pressures. It was bad decisions. And it frustrates me because it was just terrible decisions. And actually, one of the interceptions, I thought that wasn't his fault. Let's go to the next man that needs to get to the blame. Robbie Anderson, where the heck are you? You got paid handsomely, and you just disappear. And then you're dropping balls left and right. I don't care. You are a professional NFL athlete. If the ball touches your hands, you catch the ball. I am tired of players, soon as they get paid and everything, then they stop performing. Like this, it's a disgrace. And I'm sorry. I am so aggravated and so mad because the last interception, as a matter of fact, yes, it was a poorly thrown ball. Well, no, not a poorly thrown ball. It was a bad decision. But what also a lot of people aren't talking about is if you are running a dig route, you come back hard to the ball. You cannot, and I repeat, cannot get undercut. And you don't even fight for the ball, and then you gonna go on the sideline and throw your helmet around and complain and get mad and scream and everything. Stop being a freaking child. It's not emotion that, there's a difference between being emotional, being a distraction, and just being freaking a spoiled brat. And that's what he has been. I don't think it was a distraction and all this other type of stuff. And yes, he was emotional, but it's just being you're like, what are you being emotional for? Because if you would have came hard back for the ball, the worst thing that could have happened is you could have actually deflected the ball and knocked the ball out. And it is ridiculous that you get paid, and what have you done for me? What? That was your best year last year. Like, we need to stop thinking that he is a possession receiver and just throw it to him deep, and maybe he'll catch, like Deshaun Jackson. Maybe he'll catch a ball here and there. Because I am tired of this. And what is going on with not utilizing Terrace Marshall? Terrace Marshall is, I'm telling you, if we use him, he can be a outstanding receiver in the slot, especially. And not even just the slot. He's a jump ball specialist. He did it in college. Like, what are we doing? DJ Moore, what they did to DJ Moore, they bracketed him. And everywhere DJ Moore went, he had like 2 or 3 defenders on him. Okay, well then that should make it easier for someone else to step up. Like, I am so outraged with what's been going on. And then, yes, let's go to this damn offensive line. The offensive line is played terrible. And I am tired. Like, some of the stuff isn't on Sam Darnold. And the offensive line needs the big chunk of the blame. But I'm not giving Sam Darnold a pass because there's plenty of quarterbacks that have terrible offensive lines that still, you can tell that they're still special. They still make plays. So I'm not giving him a pass. The Eagles, we dominated that game. We absolutely dominated that game. And how we lost is beyond me. And before I get back to the team, people need to start recognizing that Jalen Hurts, the only reason people aren't talking about it like this is because he's black. But he's another version of Tim Tebow. He doesn't do anything for 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden he has 2 good drives, and his defense keeps him in the game. Like, I'm just... Now let's go to the other side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball. You played great, absolutely great, this 3 quarters, and you can't stop the run. I don't know when I got excited at the beginning of the year because it looked like we were going to be really good at it. I do not know. And yes, you can say Shaq Thompson's out and different things like that. I don't know what it's going to take for us to freaking be able to stop the run. We haven't been able to stop the run in like 15 years. Even on the 2015 team, that our offense was just that good where a lot of teams didn't run on us like that. But we still couldn't stop the run. When are we ever going to be able to stop the run? We got Derrick Brown, fat ass, up in the gut. Why is he not shutting that thing down? No one should be able to run up the middle. No one. And then you're going to allow, you get lackadaisical in the last 5 minutes of the game, and then allow a long bomb, a 54-yard catch, well, you haven't allowed nothing, and then they score because you can't stop the read option. What the hell is Hassan Reddick doing? You have an assignment. There's somebody that would have stopped the run there on that read option if you would have just focused on the goddamn quarterback. And it is ridiculous. And I'm still heated. That it's already been a week and I am still heated. And then when you allow a damn touchdown, you have plenty of opportunities to stop them. Again. And you can't stop the goddamn run. Like, it baffles me. This defense has so much potential, and no one, especially when Stephon Gilmore gets back, is going to be able to throw on us like that. But why throw when you can just run consistently on us? Right up the gut, right up the middle. Why even have throw? We can't even force. That's why our sacks numbers has been down the last couple weeks, because they said, wait a minute. They might be pretty good at this passing thing or defending a pass, but we can just run on them. We don't need to. It is ridiculous. And and you know what? A lot of people talk so much trash about Matt Rule, but y'all need to get a clue. He's a freaking excellent coach. And I guarantee you 25 teams, at least, at minimum, would love to have Matt Rule as their coach. He's going to get us to the promised land. But the bumps in the road are just ridiculous. This game wasn't poorly. It wasn't because of the coaching. So y'all need to shut that shit up. It wasn't because of the coaching. It wasn't. It was directly tied to the players. Because the coaches did what they were supposed to do and put them in the position to win. And then, the coaches, they can't make the guys do their job. They can't, the coaching wasn't perfect this game. But it pisses me off when I see that the scheme that was being run was designed to do what it was designed to do, but the players are not executing. And I love after the interviews that Matt Rule had. Matt Rule, he might be vague sometime, but he will, if you read between the lines and read the messages that he has spit out, he put the blame on this team. He put the blame on the quarterback. He put the blame on the offensive line. And he said one thing that I think is prominent, and this is why you cannot sit on your laurels, because he said that, yeah, the defense played great. But if we have a lead in the fourth quarter, and even if the offense is struggling, you do not give up the lead. And I totally agree. It doesn't matter how bad our defense or our offense have been playing. If the lead is in the fourth quarter, you do not give it up. And that's point blank. It's no arguing about that. It's no debating about that. You do not give that lead up. I'm not going to pat them on the back because they dominated against the Eagles for most of the game. You finish it. That's what happens. Lord, I am so... he put the blame on everyone that deserved, and he put it on himself. He's taking accountability for everything that's happened, but he's still doing that without putting blame where it belongs. Now, this Sam Darnold thing, Chuba Herbert, let's just say, Chuba Herbert had a fine game. Still not Chris McCaffrey, but a fine game. And I think Matt Rule really, really likes him. I think Matt Rule really likes him so much that he would be okay with getting rid of Christian McCaffrey and trading for Deshaun Watson. I was against it so much. I am still on the fence, but I was against it so much. And get rid of Christian McCaffrey. But let's face it, Deshaun Watson, he's not getting 3 first-round picks from us if we trade for him. Because Christian McCaffrey, we can trade Christian McCaffrey right now for a first-round pick. We could probably almost get 2 first-round picks, or a first and a second or something like that for Christian McCaffrey. So we're not going to... I still am on the fence a little bit. But Christian McCaffrey, he can't stay healthy. He hasn't played much in the Rule era. So there's no tie downs to him. And the reason that I'm talking about, a potential trade in Christian McCaffrey, like I said, if he can stay healthy in the next 5 years, if he stays healthy and plays at a high level, he's probably right now on the verge of it, but he's bar none a Hall of Famer and one of the best running backs to ever do it. Ever since Barry Sanders, there hasn't been an elusive back Terrell Marshall and Barry Sanders to have ever done it at this high level. I say Barry Sanders because he didn't catch that much, but he was elusive, just like Christian McCaffrey, and we all know what Marshall did. So, I would love for that to be on our team. But if we can get a transcendent quarterback like Deshaun Watson, I think I'm finally ready to be able to say, okay, let's do it. Because Chuba, he has looked good. He cannot catch the ball worth anything, though. Like, I mean, maybe he catches like a regular running back because I'm just used to Christian McCaffrey catching everything. But he had a couple catches, but he had a couple drops too. This team can be good. It can be very good. But there's so much growth that needs to happen, and it needs to happen fast. Okay, it needs to happen fast. And like I was saying, Christian McCaffrey, we just put him on IR, which we should have did it, before, because but he's at least out for 3 weeks. So we got more of a chance to view Chuba. So this was a terrible loss. And it's a loss that cannot happen. I knew our defense was going to be dominant. I just didn't know we were going to get shut out or shut down on offense. That is why I predicted a blowout. Now, I'm going to try to go out on a limb one more time. We can talk about the Minnesota game. Dalvin Cook is going to have a field day with us. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. But I do think we will sneak out with the win. 27-24. The Vikings defense isn't that great. I think DJ Moore have a better game this game. I can't wait. I hope this little, like I said, it wasn't gonna be a long podcast, but I do hope that I gave you a little bit of entertainment. I want to thank everyone that has been following me, that has subscribed and liked my videos and everything like that. So please like, subscribe, and share, please, because I'm trying to get myself out there. And I hope I am entertaining you guys. And thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done, sharing on social media, everything like that. You can follow me at the Black Cat. So it's at BLCKKAT. All right, 1. And I'll link all my things in the description. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. One love. And don't forget, if you're not a Panthers fan, you're not a fan at all.